Fabulae 30, 6 through 8. Paulo post summa tranquillitas consecuta est. A little bit afterwards, the utmost tranquility followed. Now, consecuta est is perfect passive, but it comes from consequor, consequi. By the principal parts, you can tell that's a deponent verb. So that means passive forms, active meanings. Consecuta est, passive, but it means followed, active. All right. So that's the main part. That's your main verb there. Tranquillitas is the subject. Et nautai, qui se ex timore jam receperant, navem in columem ad terram appulerant. Okay, so your subject in this part, and we got a chunk that begins right there at et. Starts a new bit of the sentence. Nautai is your subject there. Appulerant is your verb. Plural, plural. That's good. And this is a funny verb. It means to, what did I say in my vocab? Oh, yeah. If you add it with ad terram, it means make land, like sailing make land. It reached the land. That's the idea there. So a little bit idiomatic, hard to translate. But they put their ship safe on land. So here we've got navem. That's your direct object. Yeah. So we really have the full complement: subject nautai, verb appulerant, and direct object navem. Sailors put their ship on land. All right. Now in columem, that's an adjective modifying navem. It's got that predicative property. They placed their ship safe on land. We would almost say safely there. All right. Now let's look at the relative pronoun here, qui. This refers back to the nautai, the sailors who, because qui is plural, nautai is plural, qui is masculine, nautai is, careful, masculine. Now, they both happen to be nominative, but that's just coincidence because the case determined by its function in its own clause. Qui is the subject of its own clause. It's a nice little chunk here. It goes from qui to receperant. Qui se ex timore jam receperant. The sailors who had recovered themselves from fear, jam, by this time. And we're really going to just say recovered. Put that in the footnote to say receperant. When those two are used together, it means recover. Let's go into sentence 7 here. Hercules e navi egressus est. All right, that's a chunk right there. Simple sentence. Hercules left from the ship. All right, again, perfect passive indicative here. Egressus est, passive form, active meaning, deponent verb. All right. Et cum ad regem Cretae venisset, causam veniendi docuit. All right. We've got a circumstantial clause here. Begins with cum. We look to the right. There's no ablative. Keep looking to the right. Venisset, the hissing subjunctive. Pluperfect. Subjunctive. There. Active. In a circumstantial. And when, we're going to say when here, I believe. When venisset, he had come, ad regem, to the king, Cretae of Crete, comma, causam veniendi docuit. Verb, main verb, docuit. He explained, causam, direct object there. The reason, veniendi, a gerund, a verbal noun, gerund, veniendi, the nd, spelling nd, gives away the gerund. the reason for coming. Causam veniendi. All right, let's move on to 8. Deinde, next. Postquam. Okay, postquam's a conjunction, so we know that's a left bracket there. Postquam omnia parata sunt. Aha, we've got a verb. That's probably our right-hand bracket. After everything was prepared. And in this case, parata sunt, that's perfect, passive, indicative. This is not a deponent verb, so this perfect passive is passive in form and passive in meaning. After everything had been prepared, ad eam regionem contendit, to that region he went, quam taurus vastabat, which the bull was destroying. Now, got a relative clause right here with quam, which is the left-hand bracket of the relative clause here, quam taurus vastabat. Within the relative clause, taurus is the subject, vastabat is the verb, and quam, being accusative, is the direct object. The bull was destroying which? And the quam refers back to something. It's got to be feminine. It's got to be singular. So we look back and behold, eam regionem, feminine and singular. Bingo. That's our antecedent. Quam refers back to regionem. He went to that region which the bull was destroying.